Alright, look at him, damn it. This is going to be a fun ride if y'all just hang in there. If you click off of my damn videos, stop it. You need to watch some of my videos because you'll figure out the value of this channel eventually. It'll click in your freaking brain the value of this channel. I'm on the corner, sorta, on Gun Barrel. There you go. There's the Mystic McDonald's down there with the misbehaving, to put it lightly, manager that covered up his misbehavior off the clock on the property down there. And here's Dairy Queen. Now Dairy Queen, I can tell you right now that the manager lady, I'm not going to mention her name, but she's a sweetheart. And she has, kind of like Jimi Hendrix would say, she is experienced. She knows the atrocities that are performed against poor people and homeless people and whatnot because of stereotyping and profiling. Which profiling, y'all remember about 20 years ago, something like that, maybe longer than that, maybe back in the 80s even. I don't know, there was, the word profiling was something bantered around, you know, in media. Oh, we shouldn't profile people. This system is a system of profiling people. There's Trader Joe's, Traitor Joe's. Yeah. You know, some of my stuff that's got a target on my back, I believe that, you know, I got really upset on that corner one day, and I was perfectly within my constitutional rights, yelling all the crazy shit I was yelling and pissed the hell off. You know, if you knew what I knew, you'd be pissed off too. Anyway, so I want to point to the short, way down the road down there at the Shell station, up under the little tree right there. By the way, you people that cross Gun Barrel down there, that have given money to people and stuff, and to me especially, personally, to y'all, I love you. Y'all are good people. I really don't like being out here doing what I'm doing, except that I'm passionate about the import of the knowledge and the information that I have. And so I'm trying to bring that to everyone so that we can kind of fix some things. I don't know if y'all noticed, but there's it seems to be. Let me quote Whitney Webb. Whitney Webb in the interview that's in one of the 10 videos, by the way, in my Just These Proofs category, one of the last 3 categories, I believe, that I've created. So it's going to be the top one or the next one down or the next one down in my playlist. Yeah. So, you know, if you go in there, you'll see the Whitney Webb interview on Jimmy Dore. And I'm not fond of Jimmy Dore, okay? Jimmy Dore was pushing Trump. Oh, he was, you know, all these people that turncoat. That's why I don't like Tucker. You know, Tucker and Candace are out there bashing Israel now. And Trump and everything. And saying these are the worst criminals on the planet. Well, goddamn, there was people trying to tell you stupid sons of bitches that before the fucking election. You know? It's like Jack from Black Scout Survival. Hey, you CPD officers that are cool with me, and you know who you are. There's 3, 4, 5 of you, maybe even 6. I don't know. Somewhere could possibly be 7. I don't know, but there's a rift I feel within the CPD here in Chattanooga. You know, I understand this is a very right-leaning city within a basically leftist state, but that's also part of my value. I'm trying to get you people to realize you're stuck in a cycle. It's called the Hegelian dialectic, where you need 2 sides. This is how the occult works. I can teach you how the occult works, and that teaches you how these systems work that have enslaved you covertly. These signs right here are free speech. I want to point everyone to one of the 2 shorts I put out yesterday. There's one where I'm filming Finks. Hello, Larry Fink. Hey, Larry Fink, I got some business ideas I want to talk to you about. Why don't you come down here to Gun Barrel Road in the volunteer state of Tennessee, and let's talk about some of my business ideas. Face to face, Larry Fink. And you'll see the one where I was talking about the sign right next to me when I was sitting under the tree down there. I believe that's a short. It might be a full-length video. It might have been 3.5 minutes. 3 minutes, it cuts you off. And I can't edit a damn thing, y'all. But yeah, so this is free speech. Just like the sign down there of the wonderful people trying to make a living within this fucking system and get you to go into debt with the debt dollar. I was speaking of debt dollar and fucking currencies and slavery. If y'all don't see the swastika in that motherfucking symbol right there, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm trying to tell you some real shit. Look, there's a freaking swastika. Here, let me zoom in on the fucking swastika. I'm gonna do some. Look, I'm a comedian too. Goddamn. Look, Sean Ross in my Swiss banking cartel will teach you about not just the swastika. That is definitely within that symbol, coded. If you look, see the one up there. If you see on this side, the one that's straight up and down the section. Now, if you follow that section from the center where the square is, and you go to the outside, and then you turn and come straight down, like you see the tan part between the blue that goes up and down at the edge of it, right? Yeah, there's your swastika, and it goes the same direction because of the way the lines come out the square in the middle. Yeah, the Chase Bank. Well, I don't want to get on that. Let's talk about the signs and the free speech aspect. Now, we're supposed to be in a system. The Constitution. By the way, I'm fixing to go and screenshot. I'm going to go ahead. I don't like using Google. I would rather go get a book. I've gone to libraries and pulled books off shelves and spent hours at libraries trying to figure out, verify something. But most of it has, I finally learned how to basically find the people on YouTube to verify information that I need. I'm basically a middleman. But this free speech thing, yeah, everybody's got free speech. There was when I was down there yesterday going to eat at Firehouse Subs, they're cool too. Oh, damn it, wait a minute, hold on, I gotta back. All right, I'll back up to y'all. Remind me about the lovely humane acting and civil and not wanting to get people in a whole bunch of trouble over something where they hadn't committed a crime, i.e. damaged another human being, where they can have been victimized and can show some type of damage that they've suffered due to you. This man, compared to that McDonald's psycho little freak that thinks that, if I'm given power, see, that's what, power goes to people's heads. They get power and they think that, I can just freaking affect people's lives in negative ways, even if they're homeless people and their life is already difficult, over really not doing a damn thing wrong, and in McDonald's case, actually covering up behavior that is well into the realm of definitely not congruent with corporate policy or good business practice to have managers behaving that way. And then you have the Wendy's thing down here. Now, the Wendy's thing, I mean, that's pretty obvious. I'm gonna cover all this in this video. This video is gonna be long. The Wendy's thing, hitting my vape. The Wendy's thing down there, actually Wendy's is down there. Yeah. Wait a minute. No. Wendy's is down here. The Wendy's bitch, I mean, that's pretty much self-evident, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I might, whenever I see red, white, and blue, old buddy had red, white, and blue on, and I was probably sitting there talking to myself about the red, white, and blue going back to ancient Egypt. Is that what got him called in? I don't know. I talk to myself all the time. I know a lot of shit, and I have to rerun it in my head or I'll forget a bunch of it. No shit. Anyway, so free speech. Anyway, no, I'm going to finish up on her, and then we're going to the free speech thing, and then we'll move on. Yeah, that dumbass psycho down there I'm not going to leave this alone. Y'all are probably going to cost you money at some point. It might be a month or a month and a half down the road before it starts doing it, but it's going to cost you money if you don't correct this. It's wrong, and there's enough people here that care about actual justice. See, I have faith in the court of public opinion a hell of a lot more than I do these enemy foreign power courts that are esoteric in nature and extremely ancient and occult in origin. The Emperor Justinian, hint, Roman Emperor Justinian. It's a hint. There's a channel called Justinian Deception that's in my playlist. Guess where it is? It's in the fraudulent courts category. Anyway, yeah, she's a lovely. These are really good people here at Dairy Queen. And look, I say that, and I have to just mention, 98% of the employees and the managers, and this goes for Maple Street, this goes for Walmart, this goes for the Shell station, this goes for, well, it can't go for Wendy's because that was my first shot at Wendy's, and good Lord, McDonald's, the people here, who else? McAllister's, my homies at McAllister's, Curtis. Y'all go eat at McAllister's. Yes, when you walk in there, they got the black and white checkerboard for it. And yes, that probably means something. Let's not get into that. Free speech. Yeah, this is the coolest. This is your standard Gun Barrel Road for a level-headed manager. The lady I'm talking about here. Love her. Idiot down there at McDonald's. Y'all are going to have to correct this shit. Come on now. You're being stupid. Pep Boys. Let me say something to Pep Boys. Pep Boys and, well, shit. Yeah, I was on the backside of that. We'll get into that. Back to this. Free speech. All right, so I'm down there yesterday at the road that crosses. I don't know what the name of that damn road is. Okay, right there at the Shell station, and then you got the AT&T thing. And I sit up under the tree right there. People go there. You're on public property. You're right there. Out the way. It's easy to not slow traffic down and all that. You know, police come through there all the time. Look, CPD. 90% of the police out here don't come out here where somebody like myself can perceive that you're obviously willing to violate people's rights in order to either put handcuffs on them or, you know, especially at the homeless people. The homeless people are not desired here. Why? Because Chattanooga is a conservative town. Okay, do I need to say more? Look, I'm a Christian conservative, people. I've spent my whole life as a Christian conservative. I bought it hook, line, and sinker. I bought it hook, line, and sinker so much, I went and studied under a pastor for 11 to 12 years so deeply that I could literally teach the Bible to the vast majority of modern Christians today as if I had never run across a whole bunch of people and then Dr. Hillman, and I could teach it as and make you more convinced, make you convinced that you just heard the best Bible teachers you ever heard in your freaking life, especially if you just kind of were curious and had never because a lot of the stuff I would be saying, but it matches. I believe the Bible is coded. With the translations, they code and show and code within it the plans that they have laid out that they're going to do to you so that it hits different audiences the way that it's meant to. For those that know and have eyes to see and ears to hear, hello, satanic congregation, you know what it actually says. What does it say to the dumb Christian? It says, salvation, oh, Jesus is coming. What is it in actuality? To an esoteric analyst, taking all of the hoopla of any side and just looking at it from a conspiratorial standpoint, what it says to me, having studied it from both sides now fairly well, I can tell you, I do believe that there's more than just the Orphic Vox. You have coding within what is prophesied, particularly with the teaching I was just referring to under that one pastor for 11 or 12 years. Non-denominational, a little bit more of a convincing, analytical, supposed, for satanic congregants, view of the Hebrew translations and all that. But what they do is they fit within their fake fairy tale Masoretic text and all the fake Hebrew they've created at a deeper level of the Christian realm. You have the non-denominational teachers like Pastor Murray that I believe from Shepherd's Chapel in Gravette, Arkansas. I went there, for God's sake. One of my old channels has me on the property with a gorgeous Fender Stratocaster that I bought that the state of Texas caused me to fucking lose. But I was there. I went to visit it because I was still enveloped in it. And that was around the time that I saw Trey Smith's video, The Theory of Everything, which is a mind-blowing thing, and it's an argument for Christianity in the Bible, but it's all just interwoven stuff that's just not based on fact. I have to look at it that way now because that's what it is. Free speech. Free speech. If I have evidence that I can point to in my playlist, and I have a whole category called Dirt on Swine. Sorry to have to be offensive, but sometimes it's necessary. I don't know if y'all looked at the freaking clock lately. Getting a little late in the day, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the free speech. So I'm down there. I'm up under the tree at the Shell, and a couple of van loads of young girls, mostly. I guess some softball team or some high school softball team, something. But they showed up and they've got their signs and stuff that they're holding. Right? They've got their signs they're holding, and they're collecting money for, donate money to whatever, or they're doing a car wash. I didn't stick around, I left. But me and Scott, actually, from the McDonald's thing, Scott, I see Scott regularly. Scott is pissed off because he called customer service, and guess what? Customer service hadn't called him back. They're avoiding it. Now, I'm told that this is a franchise McDonald's down here. Okay. By an ex-employee, by the way, that it is indeed it is a franchise, and it's not franchise, it's privately owned, so they ended up buying it out. Whatever that means, it's still under the McDonald's corporate thing, and McDonald's corporate, you need to pay attention because these people are fucking your name up. They're letting gangsters with guns manage and trespass people after a possible drunk underage employee was there, both of them off duty, and threatening me on camera at the front door. It's a bunch of bullshit. You have the two people that are the victims of this whole fucking scenario, me and Scott. You need to fix this shit. So, yeah, free speech is for everybody, especially in the politeia, which is from the ancient Greek. God dang it, just like the word Hebrew is, and half of your freaking rocks in your mouth English language. Yeah, you stole shit. That's what you do. That's your culture. You steal shit. Look, I'm not trying to go to war with my freaking fellow Americans, y'all. Come on now. I'm not. I'm trying to wake your ass up. You're gonna find out just exactly how valuable this channel is. Hopefully, if I can quit just kind of beating around the bush. I go back and look at my content, and I'm like, hey, dude, you know so much. Why are you beating around the bush? Teach these people what the hell's going on. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Y'all stick in there. But yeah, free speech. So wait a minute. This is my point. Now look, this right here. Hey, mattress store closing, final days. Hey, they're soliciting. They're begging. They're panhandling. If you're going to stick to the filter through which the Constitution, which I'm going to take screenshots of parts of the Constitution which are relevant to what's going on with me right now and other people. I've got somebody in mind that I'm really pissed off about something I found out about yesterday, because I understand that too, and I'll be addressing that. You want to talk about who's responsible for the drug epidemic in America? Oh, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to bring you some fucking facts. People like them that have that symbol I was just talking about, yeah, they wage war unconventionally on peoples. They enslave you with fake money. Hey y'all, the national debt's more like 228 trillion. It's not 38 trillion, dummies. I wonder what the 50 trillion that the lady in the one of the 10 videos in the Just These Proofs category, I wonder what could be done with $50 trillion. Do you know how much? But yeah, soliciting. So in other words, the Constitution and your First Amendment rights isn't supposed to be broad to prevent certain abuses of the people by under color of law, which is either 241 or 242 of USC 18-241 and 242. Now, the maximum penalty for anybody convicted that has authority of the state, especially to issue violence upon people, that's what that was encoded for. They actually encoded, if you're not a dumbass, they encoded within the bullshit law system that they've placed over us. They've encoded some maneuvers where you have an out. You can actually find the justice within it if you're smart. But the problem is, nobody charges anybody with 18-241 or 242. I will. I'm itching to. Now, at the same time, I should be able to walk into a court and say to any judge, under any charges short of murder, rape, child molestation, and several bank robbery, some other bunch of shit, that's obvious fucking horrible shit, but especially if it's under color of law where there's no victim because an actual crime hadn't been committed, because no living, breathing human being has been damaged by me in any way. Boom, that's what constitutes a crime. Then, in that case, if you're going to keep locking people up and putting them in cages like an animal over that, you're not living in a free system. This ain't about freedom. This bank right here is guilty of being involved with the Epstein network, the Virgin Islands. This bank and two other banks, Deutsche Bank, which is a Rothschild-owned bank, which, by the way, bailed Trump out of bankruptcy, which he probably, come to think of it, went into bankruptcy. If you go see if you can dig up if it's possible now, considering realities of today, the civil suits that he has had to pay out, on top of the obvious discrimination suit where Roy Cohn, who is a mob lawyer, gay, involved in the McCarthy hearings, really shady character that was running blackmail operations, blackmailed FDR actually. Roy Cohn, Trump's mentor, that represented Trump in a civil case where Trump and Trump properties would not rent to black people. Roy Cohn represented Trump in that case, defending Trump and Trump properties. Roy Cohn died of AIDS, most likely. He ran blackmail operations using children, and FDR was the longest running, 52 years, some shit, director of the FBI that was involved in the MLK, RFK, and JFK. Got me? Yeah, no, I know a lot. Y'all need to listen to me. You'll learn. The wind's blowing, and it's probably blowing on this sumbitch and fucking it up. Oh man, look at that. Oh, damn. Now look, back to blue till it happens to you. Oh man. I was hollering on a street corner the other day. I'm gonna quit the hollering and everything. Look, hey, red. I give, man. I understand your point. You made your point, man. Look, back to blue till it happens to you, baby. Back to blue till they go Nazi on you. The proof is in my Dirt on Swine category. If y'all go in my, by the way, if y'all utilize my playlist the way you meant to, you're gonna have a problem where you go down to the bottom of a category like Dirt on Swine. You probably got to refresh that category like 4 or 5 times. No shit. At least to get through the whole thing, because some of these categories have hundreds, plural, of videos in them. And that one's probably got close to 1,000. I would imagine that one's got close to 1,000, if not more, videos in it. I don't know. There's a lot of videos in that playlist. I don't know. It ain't got 1,000. There might be 6,000 videos in my playlist. I don't know. I can't count them. I'm not going to. I don't know. I guess you can. I forgot about that. I can go and look, and it tells me how many are in that category. I'll add it up. Anyway, there's a lot. I at least have adjusted things so that the recent categories in my playlist give you some shocking shit to maybe shake your foundation. But yeah, Chase Bank paid out those 3 banks down there in the Caribbean. Virgin Islands actually had a prosecutor lady. I don't know if she's still alive. She probably isn't, because that's how this shit works. But anyway, she represented the Virgin Islands, and they won $500 million in a civil case for the victims of the Epstein thing for the Virgin Islands against Chase Bank, Deutsche Bank, and one other bank. If y'all have never heard of the bank BCCI, Whitney Webb interviews, if you see Whitney Webb pop up in your feed, don't just click on the freaking video if she's in the thumbnail. There's people ripping her off. The only thing I'll watch on YouTube, because she doesn't have a YouTube channel or social media channel, she has unlimitedhangout.com. Not limited hangout, that's the CIA term. This is unlimited. In other words, we want information out. They want, theirs is limited hangout. That's what Tucker and Candace and Megyn Kelly and Alex Jones and other idiots, and likewise on the other side of the aisle, on the left, you have the same types. You know, statists. We want to keep the state's boot on our neck. Vote for our freaking. Vote for the change of your own enslavement, because our people are. It's the lesser of 2 evils. Damn it. Okay, look where that got you. You're finna get destroyed by these people. Don't you see what the fuck's going on? These esoteric people are finna kill you. I'm trying to help save you. When I tell you I'm your savior, I'm not kidding. Or I'm a watchman. Trying to show you which direction salvation is, and it damn sure ain't the way you're going. It ain't the way you're going. You got bisexual pedophiles in the oral orifice again. Come on now. Bill Clinton was the same way. Kathy O'Brien. Go watch the Kathy O'Brien video in the Just These Proofs category. And then come talk to me. Because I know so much about all of that. You think she's telling, and I love her to death. She's right here in Tennessee, y'all. You have a freaking dragon of a woman that can help you understand how screwed this all is. Like Whitney said in that Jimmy Dore. Shit's really fucked up, Jimmy. Yeah, shit's really fucked up, Jimmy. That's what Whitney said. You better go listen to Whitney Webb interviews. Go on YouTube and type in Whitney Webb interviews. And only watch actual interviews with Whitney. Don't listen to only the savvy and these fucking parasites that are parasiting off of her. It pisses me off. That woman is worth her weight in 10 times in gold. And Nick Bryant. These are people that know about the Epstein thing. Now, Ian Carroll recently disappeared, y'all. Ian Carroll disappeared. Ian, if you need to get out of journalism for your own health, bud, do it, bud. You know, I'm all with you, bud. Ian Carroll, Ian's a good guy, but he was really right there up under Candace's skirt and Megan's skirt and Tucker's skirt. I'm glad you're out from under their skirts, Ian. I'm in Chattanooga, bro. I'm hurting. bring me about $300 so I can buy me a gimbal at Best Buy. I need a gimbal from Best Buy. I need a freaking stand from Best Buy that the gimbal goes on. It's the next to the cheapest gimbal they have to mount your phone on. And then I need another phone so that I can Bluetooth, even through that little Bluetooth speaker I got, I can Bluetooth that sumbitch. And I can play backing tracks. And boy, you want to see some views on me playing a guitar? Y'all ain't seen what my value is playing a guitar yet. I was playing with BB yesterday, 2 different versions, and boy, howdy, man, you would have thought BB was sitting there. That's why Steve down there in Atlanta was wanting to take me down to Statesboro to the Allman Brothers studios down in Statesboro, where they did recording with me years ago, before I became a crackhead. Sorry. Yes, it's an Alice in Chains line. Yes, I'm guilty of kicking myself in the teeth. Isn't everybody? But look, you're not getting the full scope of what you're looking at when you look at me, obviously. So you got free speech. You got so the corporations. What my point is, the corporations. When I said videos ago that they got the rights we were supposed to have. Just because I'm a homeless person and your stereotypes say that I'm a criminal piece of shit that needs to go to jail because you're a piece of shit, we got to run them off property. You can't be here. You're homeless. God damn. I'm spending money here. I'm spending money here. I'm a good person. I have an awful lot of knowledge. I'm an artist. I can because I'm an artist, I can show you the wickedness within your fucking culture that you need to be looking at. You know, I've gone from being a Christian conservative to being so far a leftist that I'm an anarchist, fucking Satan worshiper. Look, you triggered Christians need to understand something. When I talk about Yahoo or Allah or Satan or Michael or angels, I'm talking, in my mind, I am talking about fictional deities that are representing different things, even the heavenly bodies themselves. Happy Sun Worship Day in America, which in ancient Egyptian Demotic has significant sections in it, like Mer, which means pregnant. It either means big or pregnant. Ka means house, so you're talking about big pregnant house. Re can be maybe construed as Ra, the sun god. Big sun pregnant house. Big sun worshiping pregnant house. Can we get that out of a Ra, Ka house? I think there might be something there, y'all. Ancient Demotic. Ancient Egyptian Demotic. I know it's not complex, but these people are communicating something. You heard? These people are communicating something. And Sean Ross gives some insight into what they're communicating with their signs and symbols and primitive language communique. I believe it is rooted in Egypt. I mean, you know, oh man, we got a bank with an octagon on it and a swastika instead of a pyramid. Where have they found swastikas, folks? Over in Egypt. And over in Europe. And probably in Israel. It's a sun symbol. Originally it's a sun symbol, is what the swastika actually is. But they like to use their symbols in different ways and put it along with some other symbols in their different manifestations through history, like the Nazis. It's just a manifestation of the same sons of bitches, the Nazis. You understand? You have, since then in America, you have this corporate takeover strangely, since Nazi Germany. To the point where the corporations got all the free speech rights they want, but if you're a poor homeless motherfucker and we got a bunch of greedy motherfuckers that think you're getting a piece of their fucking pie because they don't understand fucking economics, then you're a piece of shit and we need to destroy you. That's how it works. That's how it works, people. All right? That is how it works. This is the greed system of the Abraioi, the pirates, the traffickers, that later used their Roman law and their dog Latin, the language for the illiterate, which is the all capital letters, to trick you into presuming law when it was not law. And you accepted the legal identity of an owned commodity, which is what your state-issued birth certificate provides for you. And your mother signed you over to the state as a ward of the state. Sergeant Robert Horton, retired psychological operations manager from the United States Army over in Afghanistan and Iraq, said, "You are all captured in a global shipping war." No, wait. "You are all captured as cargo in a global shipping war that you are unaware of." What does that mean? It ties directly to the, you're a conspiracy theorist, corpus juris, jurisdiction of the corpse, which is Latin for jurisdiction of the corpse, corpus juris. Your dead identity. I was just talking about it. Look, you don't want to. Look, I'm supposed to be. I learned from an 84th degree Freemason that you're supposed to be. Really, within the system, I should be able to go before any judge, especially a federal judge, and tell that judge simply this: I am aware of the fraud. I think there might be a couple other words with it. And literally, that right there should release me legally from my slave identity and make me, he's going to use that word, y'all. Oh, God! Here it comes. A sovereign. Sovereign citizen. Oh, you're one of them sovereign citizens. No, you dumb bitch. The word citizen means a subject of the state. Yes, these words have meanings. Remember Rush Limbaugh? Yeah, I listened to him for years. Words do have meanings, Rush. You deceitful son of a bitch. Did hornswoggle me for, 2 decades? At least. I was in outside sales. I sold Matt Kuchar, the professional golfer, yes, that won the Masters about 9 years ago or whatever. Yes, him. I sold him a paint job on his house in Marietta, Georgia. It's a funny story. Maybe I'll tell it sometime. I guess I'll end this. I'm going to get it around. Okay, look, I've covered, love Dairy Queen. Y'all bring your business to Dairy Queen. Screw McDonald's. Screw Wendy's. Okay, that crazy psycho bitch at Wendy's. I'm going to be down there in front of, there's the sign right there. Right up under Chipotle. Chipotle people are pretty cool too. We gotta get back to basics, y'all, which is the Constitution. I'm going to be doing some constitutional teaching. We're going to teach some Constitution, y'all. Might as well. I ain't got nothing else to do but smoke weed. Look, I'm not out here trying to be an asshole and trying to support a drug habit. Have I dabbled with drugs and stuff? Yeah. I'm going to explain to you a little bit about why that's not that big a fucking deal. And fucking what I found out about last night pisses me the fuck off. And I'm going to illustrate for everybody how you're a goddamn hypocritical bunch of pieces of shit to support this goddamn system. There's going to be a lot of positive stuff coming too, though. But I'm going to wrap up. There's 3 instances, okay? Or there's going to be 2 more videos. In 2 videos over the next couple of videos. I know I keep promising this, y'all. But I'm trying not to film people because I'm trying to be a nice guy. I can film them, but I'm not trying to stir up shit. Some of the auditors know. Some of the people out there doing this shit, they looking to get somebody stirred up because that's how they get content. But look, they're well within. They're illustrating where the line should be. I don't know. I was talking about something. I'm finna stop this. There's going to be 2 videos in the next few videos. One is going to cover me getting trespassed from next to McDonald's Peace to y'all at the vitamin shop and the fucking other little coat, men's coat factory or some shit, I think, right there. Next to McDonald's, right down there. Peace to y'all. No big deal. You know, I just wish y'all would have actually come out. See, that's why I got to cover that, because I didn't record it. That's one of the, when I got trespassed from sitting behind the dumpster behind the vitamin shop next door to McDonald's, I've got to cover how that went down because I didn't record it. Then I've got the psycho bastard at the fucking Bassett. Yeah, no, I'm not going to forget about what you did. Now, this is going to be funny as hell, too, because he's an idiot. That bald-headed fucker at Bassett is a dumbass. He's a dumbass. You're a dumbass, you're a dumbass, you're a dumbass. All right. Now, and then I'm going to go over, what's the other one? Oh, it's that, and then, it's already filmed with Jessup. Peace sign to you, Jessup. Jessup's pretty cool. There's about 5 or 6 officers, I think, in CPD that actually kind of dig me, man. They kind of cool with me, you know what I'm saying? They know these. Look, these people out here with me doing whatever they're doing whatever. Ain't nobody hurting nobody. Nobody's hurting nobody. We're going to go over some prison population global numbers compared to global population. We're going to be doing some shit. I'm going to illustrate illustrate reality for people, and you can accept it or you can not. If you don't, it puts you on the fucking side of things of where people definitely are headed for hell. Tartarus, to be more specific, which is a special corner of hell for the really piece of shit motherfuckers. That's where y'all are headed, especially you MAGA motherfuckers, you MAGA-tarded motherfuckers. Look, I would have been you. I was you. I supported Trump. I supported Trump all the way almost a year into his first presidency. And I was all up in the QAnon shit. Y'all have no idea the shit I thought was going on. It's kind of the reversal of what's actually going on. It's easy to figure out what I thought was going on. But I learned a lot on the Democrat, a lot of the Democrat dirt stuff, like Laura Silsby, working with the Clinton administration and a Baptist outreach group out of the United States down there in Haiti. They like to go to island nations and third world countries and poor places because poor people don't have the money, same way it works here, to purchase freedom or representation to save their children from the kitty muckers. Laura Silsby and 8 other people got arrested, 9 of them, down in Haiti. And Laura was in a fucking van with 30 Haitian kids, or 29, something like that. Surprised it wasn't 33. That's just when they're coding their operations to you now, because they're thumbing their nose because you're so stupid. I'll see it. You got shit with the number 33. You know how many 33s are involved in the fucking analysis of the Charlie Kirk shooting? There's a shitload of them. A fuckload. God damn it. Oh, shit. I think 666 is in there a little bit, too. Y'all stick around. I'm trying to help you. I really am. Alright, I guess I'm going to end this. But yeah, those 2 videos. The second one is going to have to cover the really egregious treatment of me right on the other side of Dairy Queen when I got trespassed from Pep Boys and, well, that whole property right there. All because he got butt hurt because of the video entitled "Cops Told the Truth for the First Time?" over there at the intersection over there. If you think these cops don't break your constitutional rights, especially if you're vulnerable and you're poor and you don't have the money to purchase your freedom, which is what's required if you're going to have some idea or fairy tale of freedom in this fuck system, you know, they're gonna target you if they don't like what you represent. Hello. Yeah, I remember that's the specific word you used. It's one of the reasons I want the body cam, because that's the specific word you used. You said, I don't like what you represent. So that redheaded cop that twitched a couple of times because I was dropping bombshells on his ass in that cops told the truth for the first time video, he's butthurt. and he got some revenge, and he delivered a message. And the message, I'm just letting you know, the message is received. I understand. You're willing to cage me like an animal for being one of the most righteous motherfuckers walking around, definitely in the state of Tennessee, probably the whole fucking country, with only 222 subscribers. I need about $300, $350 to buy some shit I need so I can kind of get some more views, exhibit my guitar playing. By the way, anybody that wants me, I'll go ahead and cover this. Look, I'm thinking of things. I've got a list of shit. You have no idea how much shit I get written down that I need to talk about. I'm behind. I'm working. When I'm out here, y'all, I'm working. This is me working right now, but I'm working all the time. I would prefer to spend 6-7 hours a day working for y'all and me and us. You have no idea the value of the stuff that I track and that I find, and I'm tracking just on YouTube and going and getting the shit and putting it in my fucking playlist. There's stories that need to be followed by you people. Tabo and Ray down here in Georgia is applicable to the flock. The whole fucking people that are all upset about the flock thing, they need to be watching Tabo and Ray, baby. I'm telling you. Colonel Douglas McGregor is basically telling you what the hell's really going on with the fucking Iran war, okay? And I mean, he's been on Judge Napolitano, okay? Is he rubbing shoulders like Ian is rubbing shoulders with people I know, or damn good and well are disinfo agents like I know damn good and well that fucking little fucking Italian judge that looks like fucking an old fucking Herman Munster, or whatever the kid Munster's fucking name is, with his fucking hair. Freaky looking little forehead, little lizard bitch. Look. But look, I get information from where I can. Is Mr. Bolson from Middle Nation extremely abrasive? Yep. Is he giving you real information, and does he have extremely good oratory skill? And is he basically the mirror? Hello, satanic congregation. Is he the mirror? Is he one of the best mirrors you can hold up to white, Caucasian, God-worshiping, pedophile, God-worshiping Western nations, and especially the United States? Yep. Yeah. Boy, it's going to cause a lot of pain. If you go watch the stuff from Mr. Bolson at Middle Nation, it's going to hurt you. But you got to face it. Because the Temple of Diana are one of these virgin, gorgeous priestesses that hold up justice that they killed off. But they still are assholes enough to put her up on your demonic courthouses, your bad demonic courthouses, and put her up there like she has anything to do with it anymore. She ain't had nothing to do with it for 2,000 years. Ain't been no justice for 2,000 years. These freaks are assholes. And they've taken all your national equity, your gold and your silver and stuff. That's why Fort Knox is empty. If it's not empty, it's a corporation that's existing here that has it, and that's just where they wanted to keep it for some reason. Swissyland, the global bank's got all your equity, dummy. Go get a mortgage on a house and don't pay the motherfucker off in the 30 years they're supposed to pay it. What's going to happen? The bank's got your house. They had the title the whole time, dummy. It works the same. Come on, people. Get with it. Get your brain in gear. All right, it's windy as hell. This might be horrible. But anyway, all that stuff is, I've got to get to the point where I can do that. Now, I think in this video I've covered everything I need to except for, so the next video is going to start with the trespass over at next door to McDonald's. I got to cover that, and then I'm going to cover, real quickly, I'll cover the dumbass over at Bassett, and then we'll cover the complete violation of my constitutional rights right there next to Dairy Queen. And God, man, y'all come to Dairy Queen. The three chicken finger deal, I get it all the time, $7, and you get the ice cream too. That's what sold me on it. Chocolate or caramel or whatever strawberry freaking flavors they got. Ice cream with your burger and your fries and your drink, or your chicken fingers and your fries and your drink. And I don't know what her name is. I don't care. I don't try to get people's names. Yes, I'm street savvy. I don't give a shit about your name. I know your face. What's up? But yeah, my guitar playing stuff can really take off, y'all. I just need about $300 or $400, seriously. And look, I'll leave. Y'all bring me $300 or $400 if y'all want me to leave here and go to Nashville like I was planning on doing it. I'll do it, okay? Look at it that way. Any of y'all that really hate me, come hand me $400 and watch me get the fuck out of here in a heartbeat. I won't be here more than another week, I guarantee you. Because what I'll do is I'll go ahead and arrange the ticket and shit. It's going to be a pain in my ass to get down to the damn bus station down there. Hell, if anybody's going to Nashville a month from now, let me know. It might be about when I'm on go, I guess. I don't know. I might need money. I don't know if they charge for body cam footage. I got a lot of stuff I'm trying to do. Y'all, I'm working out here, y'all. I'm always working. Hey, any of you businesses, by the way, I'm an expert in lawn care. I'm an expert at like a beautification of landscapes. The Bassett dumbass, if he wasn't such a prick and was nice to me, I would probably have offered my services to them to clean up all that shit back there and really make it look nice for them if they were game and to talk to me, because I know how to do that shit. Hell, one of the places I sleep up on a hill, there's a wooded area there, and I know how to beautify an area like that to the point to where just the way it looks when I'm done increases the value of the property like a motherfucker. Especially if you got gorgeous, big, huge hardwood tree trunks that you can expose, that you can see, because you've cleared the thicket out, at least for the most part, where you can see it. Man, I just need, hell, you can give me a weed eater and a pair of loppers. Well, just a pair of loppers and a chainsaw. You give me a pair of loppers and a chainsaw, and maybe a little a way to get rid of like debris, sticks and shit, and burn it, barrel or something like that. You'd be surprised what I can do to a freaking natural area on a property. I'm willing to work, y'all. I also need a place to work in the meantime until I get some fucking work or get the hell out of here and go to Nashville. I need, it'd really be nice to make that $400 somehow. I mean, seriously. Any of you businesses up and down Gun Barrel that are following my channel, and you subscribers that know somebody has a business up and down Gun Barrel, where I need to be able to like set up a little office and sit somewhere every once in a while and be comfortable that I'm not going to be fucked with, so that I can work. That's what I was doing over here at Pep Boys. I literally was trying to kind of sit up under the tree and be out of the shade. I'm 57 years old, out in this heat and shit. You have no idea what I'm going through out here. I'm trying to sit there and basically just have a nice little spot there. Dairy Queen seemed to be cool with me. They don't use these loading doors back here where there wasn't a Dairy Queen there. Trucks can't deliver to them to these back doors. They don't even come out the back doors. Dude come out the back door. First time I ever seen them open one of these back doors on the back side of that building from Pep Boys. It was the double doors right there. And it was after my cart was moved and everything from right there where it was for a second, and I was going through it and everything when the police came up on me. I'm going through all this shit. All right, later, y'all.